What's up, my bronies? Welcome to
Let's Play. And
close enough. That'll do. Yours is better introduction than mine.
yeah.
I have a tweet. Somebody tweeted me. Keep
Oh
going.
my god, someone's popular. I guess I'm the one who's gonna say it. Alright guys, welcome to Let's Plays and in case you couldn't have noticed, or yeah, whatever.
Alright.
This is Stefan,
What's up, my bronies?
the best
Welcome
person
to
ever.
the podcast.
I'm way better than
Let's
Josh.
Plays and you're an asshole.
I try my best.
Alright, but seriously, I am Josh, and you are Stefan. You've already said that, and I'm way better than Stefan. I mean,
You
he's probably
wish.
got more charisma than me at the moment, but
I would
I'm
go
really-
to Australia and kick your ass if I had any money.
That's a good point, but you're probably more charismatic than me, if you know what I mean. But I'm the mastermind behind the podcast, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, we got top. Oh, yeah, it turns out that you know how I uploaded the video for you to download to have a look at?
Yes.
It turns out I forgot to put it as unlisted, and I've got a comment off a friend, and they're like, "Why is there no audio? Why is it bad quality?" And I'm like, "It was supposed to be unlisted."
It showed it was unlisted.
Yeah, it was, but I forgot to do it. The second it uploaded, and it was up there for like 5 minutes on public, and somebody saw it and clicked on it. I'm like, uh-oh.
Dur, dur, dur.
Shut up, not my fault. Anyway,
Yes, it was your fault.
not my fault.
There's no one else in blame there. It's all you.
I can blame somebody else, dude. I can blame somebody else. By the way, did my audio come through okay last week?
Yeah,
I mean, the week before, when my friggin' Audacity kept scrolling me around because it's stupid and tries to even me voice out.
yeah, it worked just fine.
Cool.
My biggest problem was trying to get out all my background noise. Stupid echoing sounds.
Yeah, well, welcome to my job when I have to record friggin' edit.
Yeah, I noticed it was always on mine, so I guess I'm to
It
blame
is.
there.
Yeah, it is. It's just you've got a crappy mic.
Well, the
Picks up
mic,
everything.
it catches a lot of things. Bite me.
It does. Actually, on the subject of stuff that we have done in the past, I messaged Caleb to find out if the community video went up for Dragon Ball Z Budokai,
Yes.
and it turns out that was one of the videos that got lost when the site went down. And I've lost my friggin' and I can't upload it because
That's funny.
hey, well, it's also your problem because you were in it too, and we both would have gotten a new award on the site.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh well. I'll see what I can do. I'll record another really cheap, quick achievement guide and something. I'll send my I'll send my capture card over to you, and you can do something for Assassin's Creed.
Well, speaking of which, I wanted to talk to you about that. What kind of capture card do you have?
I will look it up because I don't actually know how to pronounce it.
Do you remember how much it costed?
Yeah, it was at my local GameStop / EB Games, and it cost me $50.
Yes! I could actually afford one. Maybe.
It's friggin' good though. I don't know if it's in your shop though, because I think it's an Australian exclusive because it's on Australian websites.
Well, I can just do some research, see what's up, because I have some money I can spend.
It's called a Kaiser Base.
Kaiser Base. Forgive the sound effect of me picking up a pencil and dropping it.
Here, it's in the link. It's in our messages. Wait,
oh,
no,
we got
no,
something
hang
for
on.
the link dump. Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta. Yeah, okay, hang on. There we go.
What the was
There's
that?
my capture card.
What, were you coming there? Just, okay.
I totally was, but yeah, that's my capture card. I sent it to you.
Alright.
You should feel special.
I do. I feel so special.
Yay! But I don't know. I think it's just PAL. I'm not actually too sure because when it comes up with real retail price, it's only it says like AU. I don't know. You could. Well, I bought. You know, Mr. Masturbate.
Yeah, you've
I
mentioned
bought
this before.
Yeah, I know. I bought him a Dazzle capture card a while back for like $30 on eBay. I'll go to the US eBay site and I'll look it up. That was when I had money. Now I don't have money.
Yeah, I have like $100 from Christmas.
Yeah, but you see, if I had bought something for you, your parents would have been very suspicious of me. Anyway,
Definitely.
so there's a Dazzle on here. Pinnacle Dazzle, blah 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 blah. Nope, that doesn't come with the CD. Hold on. Keep entertaining while I'll look at this stuff. Laser pen's back!
Yeah, he made it through.
Cool.
And I dropped him on the floor on purpose.
He's not gonna make it through if you keep doing that, buddy.
Well, the button's still gonna work. That was the problem before.
Fair enough, fair enough. So when'd you get him back?
Like 2 days ago.
Awesome.
I kind of forgot about him, and then I decided to get the surgery finished.
Didn't you have topics?
Yes, I did. All right, let's see. Well, let's go with the. Well, how about the one we've already mentioned? Christmas. How was your Christmas?
It was good.
Just good.
It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
It was pretty sweet. Okay.
Pretty sweet.
I don't know what else you want me to say. It was awesome. There, that'll do.
Just awesome.
Okay, it was amazing.
Okay, that's too far.
Yeah, then shut up. I'm reading.
So, what did you get?
The major thing I got was my 3DS.
You.
And then I got some other little stuff. Like I bought myself some other stuff, and then I got off other people just some random crap, mostly shower stuff like deodorant and aftershave.
Lovely.
Mm.
I got some things I really didn't expect to get.
Oi, Stefan, I found a really cheap capture card for you. It comes with all the software and everything you need. It's a Dazzle. It's $20 and it's $32 with postage and handling. It's from Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio.
It's in the Skype call. Anyway, keep going. What'd you get?
I got this really, I'm sitting in it right now, comfortable gaming chair. That is the greatest thing ever of all time.
Actually, on the subject of other stuff that we got, before Christmas I got a really cool lightsaber for free, and I got a, it's a Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber, and I also got a Rainbow Dash and a Random Pony in a thing. I got these for free, by the way, so I didn't really care. Like, they were just like, hey, you helped us, you can pick something out. Like, I helped out the Salvation Army, and they were like, alright, cool, you've helped us, you can pick something to take home. And I'm like, alright, I want this. And then I'm like, can I have two things? Anyway, yeah, keep going.
Okay, now I have a quick question. Random Pony.
I can't remember her name. I'll be back. I'll go look it up. You entertain.
You could just send me a picture, and I could probably tell you.
No, I'll look up a name because it's on the box. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Whatever. So anyway, I got this really great gaming chair. Plug the Xbox in or whatever you're playing, and it just comes right out of the things right inside, speakers, whatever they're called. But even without that, this is such a comfortable chair. I can barely see my computer screen right now that I'm recording on, and I don't care because it is just that comfortable. Oh, it is incredible. Only problem is that it's a really big pain in the ass to try and get out of. It's like a big bag chair, except, you know, better.
I have a podcast, and I have a beanbag. Beanbags are amazing.
What do you mean you have a podcast? We have a podcast.
Shut up. It's called Sky Wishes.
Sky Wishes. That's not familiar. I'll look it up later.
It could be something from the original series, because it doesn't look like it fits in with the current one.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
I'll look it up whilst you're doing.
So what I also got for Christmas is I got a Adobe art set type program. Pretty much I got a Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, some other fourth, and all this stuff that I now have to learn to use so I can try to make my artwork even better.
It's something from Gen 3.
Yeah. Whatever. They were the darker days.
Yes, they were.
Whatever.
They were the times before Celestia and Luna.
Before the awesome
Yeah.
Anyway, so I also finally got Assassin's Creed 3. Woo!
That game is nowhere near as good as it was supposed to be. Anyway, before we progress any further, back to my 3DS for a second. I've spent $30 on the Nintendo store already, and I got Super Mario Brothers 1, Super Mario Brothers 2, like the Lost Levels, the really hard-ass one, and Zelda 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, you mentioned those in the Let's Play we recorded over.
Yeah, and it also came with like 3DS games, which I don't really care about. Like, the only one I really care about was Super Mario 3D Land, and I'm playing through Special World at the moment, and I've got like 100 and something lives.
What other games? First of all, that's really cool. Well, what other games?
Asphalt 3D. No, not Asphalt. Ridge Racer 3D and some Yamaha motorbike game.
I don't care.
Yeah, neither do I. But I have 100 and something lives in Super Mario 3D Land. It's friggin' fun.
Someone did some grinding.
I didn't grind. It's just progression through the game. It's not very hard. You get a Tanuki suit, and it's really easy when you get the Tanuki suit.
Tanuki suit.
It's the one that makes you look like a raccoon and you can fly.
Oh yeah, it has been forever since I've ever played those kinds of games. I think the oldest one I've actually played was like Super Mario World. No, the one with Yoshi. Yoshi.
That's Mario World. You're right.
I know my stuff. Sometimes.
You ever played Yoshi's Island? Because that game's fun.
I have not yet. There's a lot of games I need to try out. I've
Fair
been getting
enough.
back into I've decided to play the original Mega Man game. My friend actually has a lot of game systems because he refuses to get rid of anything. And he had it, and I was all, hey, let's try playing this. That game is hard.
What's it on?
It is on the original NES.
Right, so the console I don't have.
Yes, and it is fun, except the game. It is such a pain just because game logic barely works there. Because bullets, they can fly through walls.
Dude, actually, subject to that game, that's on the Nintendo eStore, and like, there's 2 more games that I want to get off the eStore at the moment. That's one of them, and there's also Wario Land 3. Because I had that game when I was a kid, and it's amazing.
Wario Land. I remember playing that. I didn't like it as much, probably because I sucked at it. I remember I really enjoyed WarioWare. Those mini games were really fun for my Game Boy.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Though, quick suggestion: make sure when you play, if you do get the original Mega Man game, you take out Cutman first and then progress.
I will.
Because
Actually, on the subject of Mega Man, while we're on it, did you know that recently a free game came out? Like, it's made by the Capcom and the people who made Street Fighter.
Street Fighter Mega Man X cross game.
Yeah.
I was trying to find it and download it, but every single download link I could find was broken.
Well, I'll find it for you now. Because, just keep going, because it's free, and I know exactly where to get it.
Yeah, I actually saw the two best... Actually, this was a Super Best Friends play, even though it was only titled Two Best Friends Play. They did a video on that. They didn't even finish it just because it was really kicking their asses. But yeah, it looked fun for the most part. Kind of stupid, but kind of looks fun.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun. I haven't had a chance to play it though because I'm using Mum's computer for the podcast and my Let's Plays, but I wouldn't mind having a crack at it, seeing as though it's for PC.
Probably the funnest and worst part about the game is going to be figuring out who's weak against who.
Yeah, that does look pretty interesting, for want of a better word.
Yeah, because unlike Mega Man X, I seriously doubt I could win the game without having the special abilities. That was a big thing with the original Mega Man. You pretty much need the power-ups. You can't be a badass and go without it unless you're really good. Because Fireman, man, he does not hold back. He just fills the screen almost with fire, and you're just all, oh my god.
Dude, it's here.
It looks like I'm going to have a lot of stuff to look up in this.
Well, I got you a capture card. It's only $32. I haven't actually bought it, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
There's the Mega Man game, and there's also something else that I put in the link in there for you. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh no, it's just those two. Cool. But yeah. So let's move on to Assassin's Creed, so I'm assuming that was in your topics.
Yes. So that was part of my Christmas gifts, and I believe you said you bought it, so you could actually
I did, and I've already, I bought it, finished it, and took it back.
Alright. So what
I
did you
said
think
I
of
was
the
gonna
game?
Finish it. Alright, Alright, considering the timeline of that game was friggin' creepy at the time it came out, like with the 21st of the 12th and blah 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 blah, when all that crap was actually over and I played through it, it was not too bad, but the ending of it was a bit eh.
I agree. The ending was unsatisfactory. I mean, Connor's ending for the
Connor's
Animus,
ending was expected,
that was
'cause there was
expected
no way he could
because
win.
I know my history for the most
and there was
part.
no way Connor could win.
Yeah, even though he killed the Templars he was after and all that stuff and helped win the Revolutionary War. That's pretty much what happened to the Native Americans. They just kind of got screwed over.
Yep.
But Desmond's ending, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it.
Yeah, I agree. Desmond's ending, like, it would have been cooler if they gave you the option to pick one.
I know, that's what my friend told me about the ending. Yeah, he spoiled it for me, but I didn't really care that much. I seriously, from how he said it, I thought you would choose between not releasing Juno and releasing Juno.
I don't know. I'm just saying, it would have been a lot cooler if you got to choose an ending.
Yes, that would have been much funner.
What would you have chosen?
I don't-
Instant protection or rebuild?
I probably would have.
I probably would have chosen instant protection to save everybody and just one must die so we all must live.
I probably would have done the rebuild just to see what would happen.
I don't know.
I'm always,
just saying.
I'm always interested in the darker endings.
Fair enough. I guess probably would have saved everybody. I mean,
I generally do that, except once I've done it a couple times, or once I've done it the first time, I decide to see what the other ending is. Like with Bioshock. In that game, the first time I did it, I was like the nicest guy in the entire world, and then in the other one, I was a complete dick.
Bioshock.
That's a great game.
Oh,
Oh,
so I'm
you.
assuming you're looking forward to Bioshock Infinite.
It does look pretty good. I'm interested in the more open air style because, although I do admit it was pretty fun to be underwater most time. You're really confined down there.
Yeah, but you're gonna be really confined up here because I mean, if you jump off the edge, you're gonna friggin' die anyway.
And you
It's
can
like if you
grab
go
onto,
outside.
and you can travel around to much more variety of areas much faster, and you can do mid-air combat. That's always pretty fun.
So what are you actually excited for this year? Because the only two games there's 3 games I'm excited for at the no, hang on. 3 games I'm excited for at the current time. 4 is sort of in the process, and like everything I've read says it's coming out this year, but it hasn't been confirmed. But there's 3 games I'm excited for at the moment.
And
Okay, number 1, Dead Space.
all right,
Dead Space 3.
understandable.
Number 2, Gears Judgment, because I'm a massive Gears fan, even though Gears 3 sucked.
Yeah.
And number 3 is Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 4, that's in the process of being made, that everything I've read looks like it's coming out this year, is Saints Row 4.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Except for Saints Row the Third, I have not played any game of those other series.
Do you have any idea what the ending in number 1 or number 2 was?
Nope.
Good to know. I played through all of them.
I did some research. It didn't really stick to me. I just mostly researched like Johnny and that kind of stuff.
It's actually, subject of because as you know, I've just recently been playing through Saints Row 3 again.
Yes.
I've screwed myself over with one achievement in that game.
Which is?
The challenges. I screwed myself over. I can't do it on the file that I've 100%ed the game on. I have to go back and redo it so I can taunt gang members.
Oh yeah, that one. I did that. I mean, because I'm such an achievement whore when it comes to single player, I really made sure I just ran around, found gang members, dissed them, and then went on a murder spree.
Yeah, I screwed myself over. I can always leave that game at 79 out of 80, but it's pissing me off having the one unlocked, like the one that's locked.
Yeah. Some of those assassinations were kind of a pain too.
Yeah.
No, not the
you should see
assassinations. The vehicle things. The
You should
vehicle
see the
chop things.
Hang on, you should see the assassination list in Saints Row 2 and 1. It's
Yeah. But Dead Space, I'm definitely probably gonna play at least 1 or 2, probably both.
what about 1, 2, and 3?
Well, I'm gotta limit myself a little bit first. Make sure I can't have enough money.
I don't have enough money. It's so good. I'm gonna buy Dead Space, play through Dead Space, and then return Dead Space and get Gears.
You mean actually buy or just rent?
No, I'm gonna buy Dead Space. I'll play it because there's like 8 days apart. So what I'll do is I'll buy Dead Space, play through Dead Space, return Dead Space within the 7 days, use the money from Dead Space to pre-order Gears, and then I'll have Gears, and then I should get my pre-order DLC with it too because I pre-ordered it a day before it came out.
What the dude?
I'm lazy and I have no job.
Huh. Anyway, with Assassin's Creed 3, 'cause let's get back there for a little bit.
Okie dokie.
Except for the story, which at times was kind of eh, I really enjoyed the gameplay at least.
And
Probably, I really enjoy the counter system when you can finally get it to work, because there are some difficulties. But probably one of my biggest disappointments with it was the final battle, which was indeed against Haytham, which I expected, except it wasn't as great as I thought it would be.
so we're gonna have to fight with Haytham or the fight with Charles.
No, Haytham. There's no fight with Charles. That's all just a chase scene. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
Excuse me.
Dude, what was your most interesting factor of that game, in your own opinion?
You mean story, gameplay, characters?
Story game, like story.
I was interested on how they implied the Connor into the historical battles, and some of them I recognize them because I'm American. I need to recognize this kind of stuff. Otherwise, I really failed in my history classes. But yeah, I thought they were really cool, and a lot of them were familiar. I was all, oh yeah, I remember this. Oh yeah, I remember that. Boston
So
Massacre.
now when you go back and you see pictures of the battles, you're gonna see a white dude, an Indian dude in a white hood sitting in the background in the pictures, or climbing up a ladder in the building.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen, but yeah, it was really cool to see how they adapted it into it. And they were actually pretty on spot. I wouldn't say on spot with Washington, but they were right. He didn't actually win many battles. He only won like 6 of the battles he did, and I fought in, and I think he was only in like 11.
I don't know. So hear me out here. Were any of the Templars actual real people or not?
The Templars, how I think there were Templars during the Crusades. Maybe, I don't know.
No, I mean, were any of them real people? Was Charles Lee
No.
Actually in the?
No, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
none of them were real. If there
Okay,
were
'cause
any
that-
real, then I'm sure someone would yell at us if they care enough. But
I mean, it'd be pretty friggin' cool if they actually had people that were in the Revolution as actual Templars, or
that would be cool and all, but that would also kind of have a lot of effect on the story. Of course, granted, they did really mess up with or screw around with Leonardo da Vinci.
indeed they did.
Also, did you get see the mission where or the bit where you get to see Leonardo's flying machine?
No, where was that?
One of the homestead missions, the carpenter you recruit, who was the guy being hung off that cliff. He defines Leonardo's plans for the flying machine, and he builds it and says, "Hey, go give it a try." And Connor does, but they didn't know that you're supposed to have the flames to help support it.
So did you end up in the water, or did you just slam into the ground?
He just went right into the water.
Nice.
I was laughing the whole time because I saw it coming.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. So
Well,
game.
Connor's no Etial de Tori Dafriance.
Well, he crashed the first time he tried it too.
Mm.
Yeah, he crashed the first time, and then they decided, oh yeah, let's put up giant fires to help give it lift.
That actually sort of makes sense if you think about it, though.
Yeah, because they didn't have propulsion technology back then.
Okay, but let's just say here, let's play, but
Shut up.
let's just say here, who's your favorite assassin out of the 3?
Probably Ezio.
4 if you count Desmond.
Okay. I like Altair to a point. Just little bits I've seen. He looks cool, but I haven't played Assassin's Creed 1, and I've only done the little bits that came along with Assassin's Creed.
Altair was good in number 1. They just didn't really
They
do
couldn't really
anything
flush
for his
him out
story.
because their combat was still fairly new.
Mm.
But yeah, I think Ezio more just because you get 3 games to learn to like him. So
This learn to like him or suffer. But this being said, like I agree with you, Ezio's the best. But like this being said, do you think that they could do another game here for Connor?
I'm not sure what more they could do with him because his story pretty much got wrapped up. I mean, there's not much more development for him. I think they could do another game on another time period, maybe more American history, or go to some other thing, or maybe hell do something World War II related. I'm not sure how they could do that, but they could do that.
It's
But
gonna sound really dumb, but when was World War Two?
1940s.
Yeah, okay. Well, hang on. When was World War One?
That was in the 19 I know this. It's like the 19 teens, like
I'll look it up.
1910 further on or something like that. I'm pretty sure I'm close.
World War One. Blah 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 blah. Hang on.
The war to end all wars, but it didn't because we're stupid and humans have to kill each other.
1914 to 1918.
I was close.
See, because that's right. Friggin' Connor's in 8. Wait, when's Connor?
1700s.
17 something. 1714 something. I don't know.
I'm not that fine on my history, but I know it's in the 1700s.
Wow, if you think about this, there's only about 100 years between Ezio and Connor.
Well, yeah, there's not that much difference between the timelines.
It's like one generation between the two of them.
That also makes me wonder how Hatham came into it. I mean, was he...
That's a good question because.
A possibility is that Altair had multiple family, and that no, if Desmond could go back to Altair and
So you got me
Ezio.
thinking now because if you think about this, if Altair had more than one kid, would they all wouldn't be related to Des?
He had
They would be,
one-
but they wouldn't be.
Altair had 2 kids, but one of them was murdered because he had backstabbing assassins. But
Hold on,
he did have
hear me
one
out here.
son who made it out, and he could have had multiple children, or his children could have multiple children. The point is, there could be multiple children. That's how I think they got related. How Desmond was related to 16, Subject 16.
Okay, because Subject Ezio was part of 16. He wasn't part of
Yes, he was a part of.
Connor.
No, he was a part of both of them. That's how Connor could.
Not
relive
Connor,
his
friggin'
memories.
Desmond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I think they're all related: Desmond, Connor, Ezio, and Altair. But that doesn't bring a good question about how far apart they're. Ezio and Altair. I mean,
Ezio and Connor.
I can't talk. The point
Ezio
is,
and Connor.
you know, okay, let's stop. Let's stop. I'm confusing myself.
No, I want to keep this going because, like, honestly, imagine if we got to play through another Assassin's Creed game, but we play the whole game as a Templar.
That would be interesting. I'm not. It would be interesting if they did it like still Animus style, or if they decided like to continue the world or something.
I don't know, like, hang on, hear me out here. Like, you know how friggin' Desmond, blah, 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 he, halfway through
Yes.
number 2, he hallucinates Altair?
The bleeding effects, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, imagine if, hear me out here, imagine if he doesn't die, but he's trapped in his own subconscious.
Isn't that what Revelations was?
Yeah, he was, but, like, imagine if, like, they do this again. But, like, after he touched the thing, it just shocked him into, like, a very, very, like, they think he's dead, but he's not actually dead. Like, his heart's beating enough to, like, not keep him alive, but I don't know.
It seems like it would be really hard to pull off without it being incredibly stupid, but that is a possible solution.
Maybe Junai brings him back tonight. Maybe Junai will bring him back to life.
She's taking over the world.
You have a point. But maybe, just maybe, she'll bring him back to life so she can have a worthy adversary.
I don't know. We'll see what Ubisoft does.
Well, they're probably going to do a 16 story, like the disintegration of 16's mind.
or something. I don't know.
Maybe Assassin's Creed's over. Maybe we only get to 5 games.
Yeah, I mean, this is a. I don't like the ending, but it's hard to continue off of that.
But then again, if you really count that, do you count the DS games and do you count the PSP game and the PS Vita game?
Um, those
Or
are
we
mostly
only
just side story stuff.
Or are we only like really counting main storyline of the
I'm really
five?
counting main storyline because the side games, they're just side. Unlike Kingdom Hearts, where the side games were actually relevant, these ones are
The
mostly
side,
just.
hang on, the side game of Assassin's Creed Bloodlines is actually relevant because it follows Altair and it's when Altair and Maria get together.
All right,
So that's
but
actually relevant. I'm not too sure about the rest of them because there's Assassin's Creed Discovery.
it's mostly just filling in what's happened between uh the bits and pieces that were shown for Altair in Revelations.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Assassin's Creed Liberation doesn't look too bad,
I'm sure some of them were pretty
which
good. I'm just
which is the PS Vita one. That doesn't
yeah,
look too bad. By the looks of the chick, you could even be playing as who's your trainer? The black dude?
Achilles.
You might be playing as his daughter because she looks a lot like him.
He doesn't have a daughter.
Are you sure?
He had a son and he died.
Alright then. Because she plays a chick in Liberation.
Well, yeah, Achilles' family was they all died. They're buried at the outside the manor, and then when Achilles dies, he's buried alongside them.
Connor was buried there too, wasn't he?
No idea. I don't see his grave there.
Good point.
All right, let's go on to something else. I'm glad we talked about Assassin's Creed, but we need to talk about something else.
We've been talking about Assassin's Creed for like 20 minutes. Keep it going.
All right, I'm gonna move on to something else. Let's talk about. Oh yeah, of course, Shannon or Flawless as.
Hold on. The game takes place in Louisiana near the end of the French and Indian War, where France's defeat caused the city of New Orleans to be taken over by Spanish government. The citizens were upset in the transition from French to Spanish control and Spain's new occupation within the city. However, in 1765, the French governor, I'm not even going to pronounce that, made negotiations with a Templar Raphael something 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 to stay as governor of New Orleans. This plot was later uncovered by the assassin Alvin de Grandpierre or something, who infiltrated the governor's mansion and assassinated him. This is pretty much so. Assassin's Creed Liberation's in New Orleans.
It could be Connor's child.
Well, it's 1765, so you might be right.
Whatever. Let's go on to something else. So Shannon,
What about Shannon?
he invited me to join in on his huge world that you were a part of.
You mean the one I'm a part of, and I live in a secluded mountain in Creepersville.
Yes.
Keep going.
So he invited me on there when I was working on a Minecraft thing that's kind of going alright. It's a work in progress. Anyway, so he joined me there. He went through the whole thing and said no trolling. And I was all that's not gonna happen again. I'm not gonna go to your house, Josh, and then burn your house down again.
So when I rock up there, I'm gonna have a friggin' charcoal and a treasure chest, and that's it.
I'm not even sure if I'm gonna build a house because my mission. I looked at the map and there was like nothing there. I was all, I'm gonna fill in the map. I'm gonna see the world. So I did that, the whole thing. I traveled around the whole world, and I had a wolf with me for a decent amount of it. And I'm just traveling around, seeing the world, taking care of it. For some reason, two things. Water was really laggy. I jumped in the water, and it took me forever to try and get out of it. I was just
Was
trying
it
to
in was it 1x1 or 2x2? Because if it is, you get stuck in it.
It was like 2x2.
You get stuck in it. Don't worry about that. That's not laggy. Keep going.
No, that's lag.
No, if you no, because it happens in single player as well. Try it.
No. I was trying to
I'm-
jump. I was trying to jump onto some ice, the water, and I would move forward and it would move me back, forward, back. It was lag. I'm pretty sure that was lag.
All right then. Don't worry about it. Keep it going.
My body was not ready for that. Anyway,
My body was ready. Keep going.
so after I filled in the whole map, I go back to Shannon's place so he can see the map, get the map finished. Excuse me. And I'm trying to get there. It's nighttime, and there's a bunch of creepers and spiders and stuff, so I'm starting to move away from them. And running from a spider, it attacks me, it knocks me off a cliff, I fall down and die. And I was like right there next to Shannon's house. But I totally
Yeah.
forgot where I was, so I thought, alright, I gotta go search for it so I can get the map and all that stuff. And I had some decent items to add to the whole stockpile. I go around, I'm searching for it, I'm dying of hunger because it's taking so long. I finally find my stuff, and I had to jump down the cliff a little bit, and I just landed on a little alcove. I'm all, alright, I got my stuff, I got the map, I'm good. A sheep, I don't know why, or how, or whatever, it jumps down with me,
And it
knocks
pushes you
me
up.
off, and I die again.
Wow.
I got killed by a freaking sheep.
Wow.
And I had like no, and after that I just stopped for a while, and Shannon was laughing at me. I couldn't blame him. And I was all, you know what, the hell with it. I'm just gonna make a new map. This is not worth it. So
Wow.
yeah, and I don't think I'm actually gonna build a house there. I'm just gonna be like the mountain man that just travels the whole world. I'm probably gonna get a whole bunch of doo-doo armor and just wear that.
Move in with me. It's all good.
Yeah,
Finish my house.
it's a possibility. But yeah, that was pretty fun.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Shannon on that world a couple of times. Like, you know how he says, if you die, get over it, blah, 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 blah. He lost an enchanted pickaxe, like with me. A creeper blew it up. And he goes, guys, we're leaving the world. And I'm like, no! Because, like, I was just about to finish my house. And then he just quits the world. And I'm like, you're a cheater. And he's like, hey, it's my world. I can do what I want. He's even, like, he's cheating with his own rules like a dick.
Yeah, people can be like that. I
If it
like
was
that.
me, he wouldn't care.
Yeah. When I'm playing in a world where I'm trying to create stuff like my original Minecraft world, I try not to. I always do the resave or save and exit out if something goes wrong, just because it's a pain in the ass to try and fix all that, and I'm too lazy to try and find all that stuff again. But if it's like a fun world where just do whatever the hell you want, I don't care.
Neither do I.
Yeah. Though we should like I said on your the Let's Play that me and you watched the video of. I'm not sure if it'll come out before this or after this, depending on I guess who gets done first.
Depending on how lazy I am, keep going.
We should definitely do another Pokemon Showdown one because the original two got deleted because they were corrupted for some dumb reason.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And we should actually record our voices while playing it, so then we got some actual commentary for it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that as well.
Because then we can smack talk each other while playing it.
Dude, you'll kick my ass in that again.
Okay, well, to be fair, the third battle, I believe you did beat me because you got a freaking Thunderous or whatever his name is.
Do you want your computer?
What?
What?
Okay. Your voice got quiet, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I was talking to Mom. Keep going.
Alright. But yeah, I'm sure you could pull out a win or a couple more wins.
Dude, that game was friggin' rigged. That's all I'm saying.
It's funny, I went to the site on the RT site and they had a subject for it for video games, and I was all and a lot of people, they agree, they're all, sometimes you can get some really great teams, and then sometimes you can go like 5 games in a row with the team ever.
Like me.
Well, you got a legendary, so that kind of pushed you for the win.
Yeah, that's not the point. So, like, if we wanted to, we could probably make a tournament of that with the RT people.
Yeah, the RT site,
Yeah, well, I'll play it.
I'd do it.
I'll get me butt kicked in the first round, but I'll do it.
Well, it's as long as it's the random battles, it's complete and total luck. You can't, and it's a pain in the ass to try and build a team. That's what I hate about the Battlefront here, is because you have to strategize there. You can't just run in with whatever you like. But I hate it just because it's not that fun, because then you are working to do stuff.
Yeah, but I like the Battle Factory, which is the one where you rent them and you get
Yes,
three.
that's pretty much what the showdown is. It's just here's some stuff, work with it. You're all okay.
I like the Battle Frontier one.
Yeah.
Actually, you know that you can play Pokemon TCG online.
Really?
Mhm.
I did not know that.
You can also play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't know how to play that.
I'd rather not play Yu-Gi-Oh. I gave up that game a long time ago.
I've still got Pokemon decks from like ages ago that I still got that
I
I
have
still
bits and
use
pieces
on the
of
occasions.
cards.
Because like every so often, like someone will give me a call and they'll be like, "Hey, we're having a tournament," and I'll be like, "All right, I'm on my way," and I'll just pull out an old deck and I'll be like, "All right, let's see what I've got in here." I'll deal it and I'm like, "All right, let's do this." I have no idea what's in this. It's been a while since I played, but let's play.
My brother has always been the card geek. He really is into the Magic game now.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's alright game. It can be fun if you understand it. I really don't, so I suck at it. But I can understand why people like it. It's a good game.
Actually, wait, could I just like quickly say something like the subject while we're on the subject of Pokemon TCG and just Pokemon in general? Why does nobody like Kyurem?
Kyurem? That's the ice dragon from Gen 5, right?
You're correct.
I don't know.
You know, Kyurem's my favorite Pokemon from that generation, and I've got myself a custom Kyurem card made for me. It's like called Josh's Kyurem, and it's got the same attacks and health as the Kyurem EX from I think it's from Next Destiny, so I'm not too sure. It's Josh's Kyurem EX, and it's friggin' awesome. I love Kyurem, but like not many people like it.
I don't know why. I mean, I think it's pretty cool because they introduced him to a new concept, and that's fusing Pokemon, which I actually kind of thought of when I was in like 2nd grade.
So did I, but Nintendo is friggin' weird, and they're dumb.
Oh, they're trying new things, and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You think that, like, you know how Japan's, like, got more advanced technology and crap than us?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of this? Like, they've got their one console is the Wii U, correct? At the moment.
Wii U too. It's came out.
Shut up. Yeah, the Wii U. That's not the point. What I was trying to say is like, so then you've got your American companies like Xbox and PlayStation, and Xbox and PlayStation have got way better graphics than that. So I ask you, besides to play Mario and Pokemon, why would you buy a Wii U?
Yeah, that's.
You'd think that for a more advanced country with technology, they could make something that could blow the shoes off Nintendo and PlayStation.
You mean Xbox and PlayStation?
You know what I mean.
I just gotta point out your flaws.
Shut up. Anyway, yeah, you know
Right.
what I mean. But you would think that,
Yes.
like, for a country like that, they could make something to blow the shoes off their competitors. You'd also think that, like, would you like to see, like, an old, like, Sega or Atari make a new console or not?
I was never really into those when I was younger.
I played the Atari. The Atari was fun.
I think the only game from, I think the only like Sega game I ever played was the Sonic game with Chaos.
I've got Sonic on my Xbox, so that doesn't really count. Like, I've never played a Sega, but I played. I probably still got it here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Like in my house somewhere. I think there's an Atari 2600, and that's amazing.
I'd have to look it up, but I know the game. It has Chaos, the blob creature that becomes stronger with Chaos Emeralds. I think I got to like Chaos's first transformation, and that was it because I was borrowing the game, my neighbor's game, and they wanted it back. And plus, I was never really that good at it.
Actually, you know what should like recently come out on the arcade?
Huh?
You said you know what recently came out on the Xbox Arcade?
What?
Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2.
Hmm.
I wouldn't play them.
I'd have to do some research before I try doing that.
Well, Josh Scorcher said that number 1 wasn't that bad, number 2 is repetitive and you gotta play through it twice.
Yes. I remember.
As do I.
Obviously,
So,
because you talked about it.
Let's go back onto your topics. What have you got?
Alright, I want to talk about Ruby from Rooster Teeth.
There's nothing more to talk about, but go on.
I am freaking hyped for it.
But there's nothing to talk about. We've had the one trailer, and there's nothing else after that.
Well, there's...
I mean, Monty's been tweeting random pictures, but that's about it.
Doesn't mean I can't talk about how much hype I have for this game.
Yes, Caboose, you may talk about it. It's not a game, it's a video, you dumbass.
Shut up. I've been so used to being all hyped for Assassin's Creed 3, I'm not used to the transition.
Go on, talk about it. It's killing time.
Nah, that's really hype. Now that you talk about it, there isn't really much to talk about yet.
Oh yeah, remember how you told me that My Little Pony got an update? Like 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I got the update this morning.
You just barely got it.
It finally came to Android like today.
Oh, you have an Android?
Yeah, I have a Samsung Galaxy 2.
Oh, that would explain it. I have an iPod.
So no, like the things just came today, and I love my smartphone. Like I love my Galaxy. But the thing is, the only reason I got a Galaxy is my friggin' iPhone went through a washing machine.
Oh,
shut up.
I will not. It was far too fun.
Yeah.
Well, we have that transition, so I guess we can talk about My Little Pony now.
Nah, I still got other crap to talk about. What else is on your topics?
Alright, let's see.
Just remember here that an hour is a minimum. We can go for longer. We're only going for 45 minutes.
Done that, done that, done that, done that. Done. Oh, wait, haven't done that. We went on a huge tangent and skipped Christmas, but another thing I was given a $15 iTunes gift card.
Did you use it yet, and what'd you get with it?
I bought the RVB Season 10 soundtrack. And
How much was that?
It was like $10.
What'd you get with the 5?
I have not used it yet.
Get Angry Birds Star Wars, it's worth playing.
I'll look into it. I'm not really that much for Angry Birds. I really don't like those catapult type games. I love bad pickies though.
So do I. I'm waiting for them to make it bad. I'm waiting for the update for that, but I'm also waiting for Bad Piggy seasons if they do it, because it'll be amazing.
Yes. But yeah, the soundtrack, it's great, and Jeff Williams, he really knows how to make music that goes well with video games. Shows. I cannot seem to say show. I just want to say video games.
Video shows.
Video shows. Internet shows. I think I can pull that off. Anyway, because so many of the stuff, because it's from Season 10, I can actually visualize the scenes that they come from.
See, that's probably not a good thing. If you're listening to your iPod one day and you'll think that like you're watching TV and you probably walk in front of a car and get killed.
Okay, I'm not that stupid. And I can tell the difference.
Let's just not keep going.
But like one of the songs, Mental Meta Metal. It's pretty much all of the episode 10, I think it was, that Maine comes out and starts to be a badass.
The one where he's like, isn't that where Sigma's
Elijah
like,
Wood.
Isn't that the dude that isn't that the soldier that shot you in the throat? Sick him.
So,
yeah.
Isn't that the soldier from the freeway? The one that shot you in the throat? And then epic growl.
Sick him,
I thought so. Sick him. And then has the really evil echo to go with it. But yeah, I can actually visualize almost that entire scene just from listening to it. And it has the whole episode because it has when he comes down and has Elijah Wood, it actually has Elijah's voice saying all that stuff. And then it has the fight scene, and then it has the next fight scene, and later on and later on and later on. And it even has the demented music for the two disturbing twin gunner people.
I'm sorry, but am I supposed to know who Elijah Wood is?
He is the actor for Frodo from Lord of the Rings.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Mr. Frodo. I've recently watched Lord of the Rings because I want to watch The Hobbit.
I have seen The Hobbit. I thought it was pretty good.
I also want to say Wreck-It Ralph.
I do too. Internet Box really got me hyped for it.
Yeah, me too.
The soundtrack's really good. I think my favorite song there is Fragments, which is playing when Tex is betraying the freelancers. For some reason, that is just like my favorite song because it's not just the same thing throughout. It switches between different styles, and plus the lyrics. I really enjoyed the lyrics.
Dude, you should really go off and listen to Brendan's music then.
I have been really tempted to do it. I think I'm going to do it soon.
Start with D for Delta.
I know, that's the first. I saw tons of likes on that one, so I'm definitely going to look at that.
It's my favorite one that he's got. Dude, he's making a CD. It's coming out sometime this year. It's awesome. I'm getting one.
I know, you freaking advertised it on the RT site.
I've also freaking advertised in one of my Let's Plays. It's awesome. His music is amazing. I'm sorry, but it is amazing. And he did our intro, which is also amazing.
Yes, it is very fun. So Jeff Williams and Mr. Buns, two very incredible musicians.
And Mr. Buns is an indie music creator. Just to get that clear.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I was just letting the people know that he's indie music, not like world famous. Let's go buy their CD for $10 up at the shop famous.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not joking. Like, Boy on a String / Mr. Bonds is like the only indie music I actually like.
I can enjoy some of the Gorillaz music, some of it, but yeah, there's not much indie music I'm that into.
Fair enough, fair enough. So, are we still going on about Mr. Williams, or have you got another topic?
Let's see. The paper
Are you using
destiny.
paper? Why are you using paper? Why didn't you like write it on your laptop?
I don't have a laptop, first of all.
Dude, my list is in my head. I just go with the flow.
Well, I sometimes want to make sure I remember things.
Well, we've seen how me going with the flow usually is. I end up talking for like 15 minutes and I got nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Been playing much Halo 4?
Not recently. Have I talked to... Oh yeah,
Actually, hang on. I gotta say something about this. I tried playing Halo 4 last night. They've taken Regicide off the playlist.
Seriously?
Seriously, I was gonna play Regicide last night because it's the only game type I enjoy. Loaded it
What
up.
the f***?
And then I sat there and I'm like, well, this is certainly something. Played one game of Team Regicide, quit that, went to Team Slayer, and then I'm like, nope, I quit. I'm going back to playing Far Cry 3.
Why would they get rid of that? That's like the greatest game type.
I don't know, they've got, at the moment, the friggin' list of, like, the top 3 games are friggin' Infinity Challenge Slayer, Big Team Slayer, and then Infinity Slayer.
What the f***?
They've got 2 different Team Slayer games up there, because one of them is called Challenge Slayer.
Yeah, that's some...
Which is for the stupid Forward Unto Dawn thing. Don't get me wrong, it's
extra
good,
prizes.
but yeah, I'm sort of pissed off because they took Regicide off and that's like the only game I played.
That is the greatest. That is the hype shit.
I agree with you, Regicide's amazing, and I'm not playing Halo 4 until it comes back on.
I'll probably do some of the Spec Ops missions, but yeah,
There's
that is...
nothing to do, I've already finished it, I gotta wait for the new season.
Yeah, I need help with some of the achievements for those.
I'll be more than happy to help, but...
Oh, you know the achievement where you have to like keep one Marine alive in that one area in the second episode? Yeah, somehow I actually kept one alive. I don't know how he stayed alive.
Well done.
I got the achievement pop. They said, well, at least you saved one Marine. And then I got the achievement pop. I was all, that guy actually stayed alive? And I searched for him forever before I found it. And it was this guy I gave a beam rifle to. I was all, oh, you cheeky little bastard.
You took my weapon. You're
I
friendly.
gave it to him. I wanted that bastard to live.
You gave him a beam rifle. You probably could have given him something better, like a needler or something.
A beam rifle's pretty damn good in an AI. A sniper rifle with an AI is pretty damn good.
Is that?
When I was playing my legendary playthrough, and I got to the area where you have to like get the nuke prepared so you can blow up the Didax stuff.
Yeah.
When I came up to these 2 scientists, I just gave them both 2 beam rifles, and they were decimating the enemy. Nothing could come near them without getting really effed up, and then I just finished them off with a shotgun.
That's pretty freaking cool. Actually,
So, yeah.
subject of Halo 4, I don't know
Yes.
if you knew this, but you know how Halo stuffed up and you can get Crimson Map Pack for free if you got the specialization DLC code in the mail, in email?
Mm-hmm.
It turns out I downloaded that, and it turns out that I have to buy it again in order to play Crimson DLC. Like, I got it for free, like, when they screwed up, and then I'm like, alright, I'll take advantage of this, and now they've fixed it, and now I have to pay for it. That's okay, I got, like, half of the achievements from the map pack, so I'm happy for now. I got, like, 3 of them in one game, it was amazing.
I haven't been too worried about that yet.
I'm just not really a fan of the Crimson map pack, because it's not Regicide. It's
I
all
know,
teams, it's all team-based crap.
That's so fucking stupid.
Can we just, like, put Regicide on every single map?
It is a fun game. I love that's the one free for all I'm alright with, because you can't have the leader just be a camping bitch and just sit there and start sniping everyone. No, you actually have to worry about stuff because everyone knows where you are.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we just, like, make one called Crimson Regicide?
That'd be... Sure, why not?
Then, like, we'd have the next one for, like, I don't know, whatever the next map pack is, Regicide. Do you think they're going to make us charge, I mean, do you think they're going to charge money for the next season of Spartan Ops?
I hope not.
So do I.
That'd be stupid.
I agree.
So, anything you else want to talk about before we finally get on the ponies?
A couple more things.
Alright.
StarCraft 2 is coming out soon, like the next expansion.
Yes, my brother won't stop hyping about it.
I want to play it. It looks amazing. Hey, I'm not really a fan of the Zerg, but this campaign looks cool.
Does Zerg have some redeeming qualities, but I prefer Protoss and Terran.
I just prefer Terran, which was the first. So I could be a real dick about this and be like, alright, I played through the one race I want to actually care about, and then I just couldn't play it, but I want to see what happens to Kerrigan.
Yeah.
Cheat codes, here I come, because I'm too lazy to do it properly.
Are there even cheat codes for 2?
Yeah, there was. I mean, I don't know, I didn't look them up.
You're being so subtle.
Nah, there actually was. And I used them because I was too lazy to play it properly.
I was actually able to beat I think I was able to beat the main story of StarCraft, of the original StarCraft, all the way through, and then I had some serious trouble with the Brood Wars extension. I was able to do it with legitimately, but it took a lot of time and a lot of hair tearing.
Let's just back up for a second. See, the thing is, I was playing StarCraft 2 on a laptop and I didn't have a mouse. Like, I was using the friggin' mouse pad and it was too hard to, like, do everything. I need an actual mouse to play StarCraft.
Yeah, I understand.
That's the only reason I cheated. But, like, I've got StarCraft 1 and Brood War on my old PC. Like, I've also got Warcraft 1, 2, and 3 on it. I can play through those games without cheating, and it's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
You didn't play Warcraft 1, 2, or 3, did you?
Warcraft? No.
Warcraft was good. Warcraft actually had a very good storytelling.
Haven't been that into Blizzard stuff. I mean, StarCraft, yeah, because my brother had the CD and was all, hey, try this out. And I was all, okay, I'll try out StarCraft, and it was really fun. It was a pain to do some of the missions, but it was still fun.
So, why do you not give a crap about the Zerg?
I say they have qualities, it's just some of them aren't very good. I mean, what's good is that in the original games you could have mobile the pylons or the enemies for the overlords. I refer to them as supply depots, pylons, and all the other names.
Supply depot, yeah, the overlords.
It was good that the overlords, they gave you more men, allowed you to have more men capacity, and they could actually be mobile even though they were slow as hell.
Yeah, but you can make them. That was the Zerg transport, which was sort of weird.
That kind of was a disappointment because when you send them into war zones and then if they get killed, then you have less. Then you have to make more so you can get more men.
Yeah, but the Zerg heal themselves when they're sending on creep.
That's true. It's just, but when you're getting into enemy territory, then it's dangerous for the overlords because they can take up a lot of damage, but they can't take up that much.
Yeah, I agree. See, like, I don't know why, but like, I just like playing as Terran. Also, when you play as the Protoss in like Brood War, you can unlock mind control for something. I can't remember what it was, and like you can.
I know what you're talking about. It's like
I don't know if it's just me,
the Dark Templars. They're fusion
the fusion thing. Like I don't know if it was just me, but I used to get mind control and go steal a Zerg peasant and a SCV, so I could build a human army and a Zerg army and a Protoss army, all on the same map on the same team. It was fun.
I've never done that before. That's a great idea. I should try that.
You should. It's fun.
I like Terrans.
You just got to keep.
One of my favorite things about Terrans, the nukes.
Yeah, the nukes are cool.
I love just sending ghosts in and just nuking the enemies. I'm not that great at multiplayer because...
It's like the worst feeling that, like, when you sit there, it's like, nuclear launch detector's like, I didn't do that. That's not good. Panicking! Panicking! Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap!
Yeah, it is a fun
Everybody
game.
Everybody clear out, they're going for the town hall!
I was never much for multiplayer just because I'm not all that great, but...
Actually, my brother was... Keep going.
My brother's pretty good at the game. He's really into it, and he really can do strategy games very well. And so I mostly just watch him play, and I'd be all, I f***ing hate you sometimes.
I wonder if StarCraft 1's still up on BNet. Like, I wonder if we can still verse each other, because if we can, I'll verse you.
And you'll kick my ass, probably.
I probably won't. I probably won't.
You probably will.
I don't
it's
have
been a while since I played. I still recognize all the characters and all that stuff. It's just, I'm not the greatest strategist when it comes to those kinds of games.
Fair enough. Let's just back up here for a second. Like, you know how I said when the nuclear launch was detected, they're going for your town hall?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, in Warcraft 1, if you're... if the place where you're
little mining dudes took the gold and like all that crap, like you know the SCVs, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Alright, so let's just go back to Warcraft 1. In Warcraft 1, there's peasants and peons. If your town hall got destroyed, it was an instant game over for you, and you had to redo the mission.
Yes. Okay.
Which is sort of annoying, but understandable. 'cause
Sounds
you
like
couldn't build a town hall. See, you couldn't build a town hall, but the enemies could build a town hall, which was sort of stupid.
That's kind of retarded.
I agree. And then in Warcraft 2, it didn't really matter because you could build anywhere.
Yeah.
Warcraft 2 is good. I like Warcraft 2.
Hmm.
It's my favorite Warcraft game.
Sounds like it.
It is. It's fun.
It's the hype.
Then Warcraft 3 was a bit eh. But they needed to introduce the undead and the night elves for friggin' WoW.
Yeah.
I don't really like WoW either.
I have never played it, and I probably never will.
Dude, friggin' Old Republic doesn't look that bad.
Old Republic, I've heard that it's now free to play, so I'm actually gonna go check it out.
I'm thinking the same thing. Now that it's free to play, I actually sort of do want to play
It sucked. This was terrible. I was on my computer looking at my emails, and it was like at Christmas time. Then it said, "Oh yeah, a game you like on Steam is now for like very cheap." I look up Portal, the original Portal, for only like $2. I'm all, I still can't buy it. I am that broke.
I still can't buy it. I don't have my mom's credit card number.
It was looking me right at the face. I'm all, I am gonna shoot someone. This is pissing me off.
Good to know, dude. Nice to put on a podcast. Nice to put on a podcast. I never listen to it, so that's fine.
You know, it's whatever. I can edit it out.
Yeah, you probably can, but don't worry about it. They will never find the podcast anyway. Or will they?
Or will they? Dun dun dun.
Look, at least it's not as bad a secret as Andrew has.
Yeah, let's not even go into that.
Yeah, let's not.
I
again,
love this
hold on,
chair
then again,
so much.
Then again.
Oh.
If somebody tested that, now maybe they'll understand why he does it. Let's just get out of this topic. I don't want to go any further with it.
Yeah. I'm
Okay, so-
practically laying down in my chair, and it is still comfortable. This is amazing.
Okay, so that's what. Okay, so I'm finished with my Blizzard little bit of talking, but Old Republic's free to play now, which is cool.
Yes, Jack from Achievement Hunter was very hype about it, so I'm gonna get into look at it.
It's like World of Warcraft. It's an MMO. Yeah, but like, here's the thing. Like, if I played that, I don't know whether I'll be a Jedi or a Sith. Because, like, if I played as a Jedi, I'll be a very dark Jedi. And if I play as a Sith, I'll be a very light Sith.
Just be right in the middle.
No, I'll be... Yeah, pretty much that. Dude,
That's
you know...
That is
Keep
like
going.
the worst thing to try and do, is look at what's better, good or bad. I like to be bad most of the time in games where choices really don't matter. Like, unlike Mass Effect, where pretty much everything you do matters. Other games like this game I play online, Adventure Quest World, you can be evil, but you can be evil in that world, in that game, but it doesn't really change anything. You can just
Everybody in my playthrough of friggin' Mass Effect died. Keep going.
I'm very not even that started in Mass Effect 1.
But
I think I only
to,
finished like the first mission, and then I stopped playing for a while.
Can we just go back to Old Republic here? So, alright, so say for an example, you create a Sith. What color lightsaber would you have out of... I think the options are red, orange, yellow... I think it's just those three.
For Sith?
Yeah, I think it's just red, orange, and yellow. I'm not too sure.
I'd probably go with red, just because I can only imagine looking good with orange or yellow.
And then, I think I'll be a Jedi, and I think I'll give myself a purple saber.
I'm gonna get green one if I'm a Jedi.
So you're gonna go green saber if you're a Jedi?
I freaking love green lightsabers.
I think I'll go... So you're jealous of my Qui-Gon lightsaber.
Qui-Gon is the best Jedi ever. Everyone else, Yoda.
Dude, I've my green, like my you know how I said I got the green lightsaber?
Yes.
It's Qui-Gon's and it lights up and it makes sounds.
I used to have one, but then it broke because my cousin was a little brat.
Here's the thing, Harry wants it, and Harry wants to bash me and take it off me because his favorite Jedi is Qui-Gon.
He is the best Jedi.
Yeah, I see. I do like Qui-Gon. I like Ra's al Ghul and Qui-Gon.
Yes,
But
the actor himself is very, very good.
yeah, I just like shut up, not the point. I was watching actually on the subject of that, I was playing through Arkham City the other day, and I forgot what his name was, and I was talking to one of my friends. I'm like, they go, "Where are you up to?" I'm like, "I'm fighting Qui-Gon Jinn." But,
I actually didn't realize he was Qui-Gon Jinn until I saw a little Facebook post where it shows the actor, and it says, "I have trained Jedi, I have trained Batman, and I was Zeus. You really think it's a good idea to take my children from me?" Because he's also the actor from the movie Taken.
huh?
It was the funniest thing ever, and that's when I actually started looking through the stuff, and it was all, oh my god, it's actually the same guy.
Back to what I was saying though. Like, yeah, Qui-Gon's cool. I like Qui-Gon. And like
Yeah.
Harry wants my lightsaber, but I don't know why I like seeing as though there's only like one or two people with the purple lightsaber. I just like the purple lightsaber because it's harder to come by, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's pretty much known as Mace Windu in the movies, if that's all anyone ever watches.
See, I recently played through Force Unleashed 2 again, like about a week or two ago. That was about a week ago. And in Force Unleashed 2, you can carry two lightsabers. I had a purple one and a green one. And in number 1, I usually carry a purple one. But like, here's the thing: in number 2, each different saber color has got an ability. So like the purple one had, I think it was defense, and the green one had health or restoration. I can't remember.
Defensive player, makes sense.
Yeah, and then in number 1, yeah, blue had the force, red had no effects for some reason. Orange had you collect more experience from destroying items.
Red
Anyway,
was there solely for badassery.
that's not the point.
That's my point.
Apparently, by the way, apparently red lightsabers are fake. Like apparently, like the crystals in them are like synthetic or something.
It would make sense.
Well, I've been told this by Harry, because like apparently the Sith needed to get a color of the lightsaber, and there was no actual red crystals, and they just made a synthetic one, and that's why the red lightsabers sound different to the other ones. When they start up, they sound more, yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, since when did the dark side ever follow the rules?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, since when did the dark side follow the rules?
Since when does anyone evil actually follow the rules? Though
Anyway.
that is respectable for villains that actually are like decent villains. Like kind of like Hatham, he doesn't try trickery for most of the part. He's mostly just, yeah, I'm gonna follow the rules. I'm gonna kick your ass, but I'm gonna follow the rules.
Also, hang on, let's just go back to Star Wars for a second, because I'm
Yes.
still on my Star Wars bit of a thing. Apparently, Count Dooku's lightsaber is also double-ended.
It is not.
I got told it is by, like, Harry's a massive Star Wars fan, and apparently it's double-ended.
I don't know. It's not because of how it's the curved one type. I don't see how that's a double-ended because that one would just be very weird to use.
No, that's not, no, I'm not saying that. Apparently, it's like two lightsabers connected together. It's not like one double-ended saber. It's two lightsabers put together.
I still don't think so. At least not in the movie adaptation. It's not, but because I can't say anything about the books and all that, but not in the movies.
Alright, let's just go back to Force Unleashed here, because it's friggin' awesome and you should play it. In
I
number
probably
1,
will if I can.
here's the thing. In number 1, you can get a saber crystal like any color. Like there's ones that are like corrupted, hang on, there's normal, corrupted, and overcharged. And like the corrupted ones look like they're going to explode and like they're pulsating all the time. Corrupted ones just look weird. And there's like the normal ones, and then like in that game, I'll carry a purple lightsaber, and you can have a secondary crystal in it to like do an ability. And the secondary crystal I have in that game is to add to my lightning damage, because technically you're playing through. Do you know who the protagonist is of that game or not?
Yes.
Okay, so Starkiller is technically a Sith if you get specific, but he acts more like a Jedi, which is why I like
Right.
him. But yeah, like, are you looking forward to the next like 7, 8, and 9 of Star Wars or not?
I really don't know what to expect. I really just ever watched them just for the lightsaber battles. I could really care about everything else.
You don't give a crap about the story. You just like the lightsaber battles. Fair enough.
I love the lightsaber battles. That's pretty much all I ever come for. That's why I really don't like 4 that much, just because there isn't really much of a lightsaber battle.
Fair enough. Ah, yeah. So Yeah.
Nerd
Like,
rage.
Here's the well, technically Leia's now a Disney princess, but that joke's over and old. But
Yes.
if we get specific though, like, what do you? They could always do an Old Republic story. They could do a Starkiller story. Like, imagine if Starkiller was like the one that was with the Bothams, and he was actually the one that delivered the plans to the chick from Number 6. Like,
Yeah.
who like, imagine that. That'd be cool.
That'd be an interesting way to throw an adaptation into there.
Because, like, I really do want to see something done with Starkiller, but seeing as though he's, like, such an... Yeah, anyway, like, I know he's just a video game character, but he's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, he wouldn't be memorable if he wasn't.
Yeah, I know, but Starkiller's cool. I like Starkiller. Anyway, there's just 2 more things I want to talk about before we get on to ponies. No, 1 more thing I want to talk about before we get on to ponies and questions. Alright, Far Cry 3 is amazing.
I do not doubt that.
Because I didn't want to play it, and I got told by Harry to go and buy it and play it, and it's actually very, very good.
Just looking at the gameplay, it looks really fun.
Yeah, but I wasn't a fan of Far Cry 2, and now Far Cry 3 is awesome.
Never played any of the Far Cry series.
So here's the thing, like, I took Assassin's Creed back and I got Hitman Absolution. Hitman Absolution sucked. Wasn't really a
Not
fan
much
of
of
it.
this. Why don't you like it?
I just didn't like it. It was too stealthy for me, and I can't stealth.
That's probably why I'm gonna have a hard time. I hear a lot of good things about most of the Metal Gear Solid series. I just don't really like stealth as much. I mean, Assassin's Creed, yeah, I'm alright, but it's not the
Assassin's
whole
Creed
game.
is stealth, but it's not really stealth.
It's alright if you don't be stealthy because you can still be a complete bad. But like in Metal Gear, you don't want to be seen because then it can completely mess up your mission.
By the way, apparently, back to Assassin's Creed here for 2 seconds. Apparently, when you
1,
finish the game,
2,
you can change
done.
seasons at will. Is that true?
I have not tried.
Because I've been told that, but I can't. When I finished the game and I went to try to find it, I couldn't find the option. But apparently, you can change them at will.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, that's all I want to say. Far Cry 3 is amazing. A lot better than
Yeah.
Far Cry 2.
What do you think about Voss?
I haven't really seen him. He's like the main antagonist of a game. Like, you see him at the start, and then you don't see him till like towards the end. I'm assuming, because I've only done like 2 missions. I've been like doing more, collecting all of the viewpoints, and I've been like upgrading my weapons and stuff.
Yeah, I just like the miniseries that Machinima brought out, using that was actually the actual actor for Voss that was played on there, because they modeled him as for Voss.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Rooster Teeth
And-
put something like that up. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, they were a part of they were one of the many channels that were allowed to help them advertise.
Fair enough. All right,
You
ponies.
really like saying that, don't you?
I do ponies.
Sure.
So how
'Cause
many weeks do we
unlike
have to
last
review
week,
here?
I
We've got to
am
review
in the mood.
3.
Huh?
Oh yeah, we should actually specify here. We did do a podcast last week, and we had a guest on here, but the guest doesn't want to upload his part of the podcast because it makes his internet go too slow, and it only takes like 15 minutes to upload. But he's a dickhead. He's not going to upload his part.
Let's hope Bill doesn't actually listen. Actually, you know what?
I'll make sure he listens to this. I'll tell him to go like towards the end of it. He can.
I thought it was just technical difficulties, but
It's not technical difficulties. He's complaining that his internet goes too slow when he uploads.
so he thinks it's technical difficulties.
He does. It's anyway.
That's
not the
stupid.
point. Yeah, I know. Not the point.
What is the point? There's never a point with you.
Shut up! I've got to review 3 weeks of ponies. Let's do this.
Alright, so note to all you non-bronies, you may now stop listening for like the rest of
15
your
minutes.
life because you're
But
stupid.
wait. Before we actually get into this, where the hell is what's his name? Not Josh Scorcher. Wilsonator.
I don't know. According to him, he's been working on multiple projects because he also does song remakes. Like he showed a little trailer for one of them. A lot of them are pony related. He is a really hardcore pony fan. That's his thing. I'm
Dude,
not
I
gonna
just
judge him.
like his reviews. He's funny.
Yeah, him and Josh really took a guy from Sunglasses channel's videos and really brought him out. Because I started looking through where the Wilsonator got his ideas from. The original Chester A. Bum.
Mm.
Yeah, I could not, except for the person, I could see they were exactly the same actor, pretty much.
Oh my
I mean,
god,
different
this is the
person
greatest
doing it, but
episode
they
I've ever
both
seen
did it
in my
really well.
life. There's this one pony named Twilight Sparkle.
He was really good, and that's basically what the other one was, except he just find movies and stuff and do little reviews. Like he did Speed Racer. He's done so many of the movies. I only remember Speed Racer just because he called him Sperm Racer, because pretty much that's what his hat does look like.
Oh wow, that's funny. But
Yeah, and it's basically, yeah, that's him and Josh really took Nostalgic Critic and Chester to heart when they were thinking up their acts.
But seriously, if one of us tried to do either of these two things, we would get shut down like really badly.
We get shut down. We'd probably do it terribly though.
See, here's the thing though, like, imagine like, because this is a collab channel, like with you, me, and some of the other people. Even though like over half of them, haven't really been in the podcast since episode 1. So I should probably go through there and like ask people if they still want in. It's just that I know that Shannon's got issues. I know he still wants in. He's just got computer issues. But I should go through and ask the other two if they still want to be involved. But this isn't the point. But like, imagine if like we made another collab channel that was like, I don't know, something like along the lines of those other two. But I don't think it'll work for us.
Yeah.
Anyway, ponies. We've got 3 weeks to review because we've got the Rainbow Dash one, the Apple one, and whatever the hell was just on.
The Spike one, which I
I
really
actually
didn't
watched
like.
that. That wasn't that bad. Wait, how? Which was? Yeah, it's the one that was helping Applejack. That wasn't too bad. That was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
It was better than I thought, yes, except it's Spike. I don't like Spike.
Spike's not that bad.
I really don't like Spike.
Alright, Spike or Rarity, who's worse?
Spike.
I disagree with you, but okay, let's go.
I got leeway with Rarity.
Who's worse, Spike or Rarity?
I just said Spike.
Rarity's worse, you're wrong. Anyway, Let's do this. So, hang on, who are your 3 favorite? Because mine are Fluttershy, Applejack, and Twilight.
You want out of the main 6?
Yes.
Twilight, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash.
Fair enough. You don't like Applejack?
I like her, it's just I see more I enjoy from the other characters.
You actually being serious about Fluttershy, or are you saying it not to make me...
I saying it because I mostly choose them out of how I can relate to, and I can really relate to Twilight and Fluttershy because, unlike here, I'm not exactly the most social person. And with Twilight Sparkle, was always a really big bookworm and always go by the rules and all that.
Fair enough, but here's the thing. The first time we actually did a recording together, it wasn't as awkward as we thought it was going to be.
No, it was not.
Because it was just
Probably
it was one of those
Probably
situations
because I didn't really know you. That's probably the thing. It's just like internet and real life are definitely 2 different worlds for me.
Here's the thing though, you know me now, and do you regret being my friend, or do you like being my friend?
It has its ups and downs.
It has its up and downs. I'm an arsehole and a good person. Helen, so the next episode of My Little Pony is... Princess Celestia takes the ponies from tasks the ponies with reforming Discord. That doesn't sound good. I'm assuming...
Wait.
The next episode of Ponies, Princess Celestia tasks the ponies with reforming Discord, a mischievous spirit of disharmony, but Fluttershy is the only one who is willing to give him a chance.
What the fuck?
Why are they... Anyway, then the one after that is...
I think they wanted it. I think that's mostly fan service going in for Discord.
Not the point. And then the one after
That is so the point! Shut up!
Okay,
Stop saying that!
Okay, I'm sorry. Then the one after that's another Spike episode by the looks of it. Spike finds himself in over his head after convincing Twilight and her friends to let him pet sit all the critters in exchange for a few gems. Oh god.
Oh my god. No. That's gonna be a hell zone.
Angel will be the main antagonist of that episode.
Next, okay, I see.
Anyway, let's review the Rainbow Dash one, which wasn't very good.
It had some decent points.
Anyway,
I loved how on Phobia Question how much they tore it apart for. Yeah, there's so many things wrong with this, even though it was definitely pointed towards the military bronies.
you reckon? Oh yeah, I suppose you're right.
Because no drill instructor would ever give them a break. you do your thing early, you gotta do it again, or something. You have to either do it better, or you're gonna have to do something else. But you do not get a break. You just keep working, working, working.
Well, I guess I'm going to be knowing about that soon because I'm heading off to basic training in like the next couple of months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For what?
I'm going into the reserves to be a like have the reserves means I don't have to go overseas or anything. I just get to pretty much work there once a week and 1 weekend a month.
You better get out with that flab.
I'm not that bad, but here's the thing. So like I'll be gone for about 6 weeks. That's only it, and then I'll be back, and then I can record stuff again. I'll have money, and I'll have a new laptop. That's pretty much the only reason I'm doing it.
Yeah, I've actually being really interested in the Marines. Not just because of Josh. I've had Marine recruiters coming by the school, and the Marine band really got me interested.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Josh is in the band too, isn't he?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he
is. My only problem is that I'm pretty sure I would have one hell of a terrible time with just the basic training.
Yeah, so am I. Well, my stepbrother's there at the moment, like in our military, and he's saying that like the hardest part is the first 2 weeks.
Oh, Marine camp, everyone says, every military person I've heard from, they say Marines have it worse than anyone else.
Anyway, let's just continue on before we get in trouble for
Yeah.
revealing military tactics.
We can't. What military tactics? The only things we would know is what people think from video games or stupid stuff like that.
So you're telling me that in Call of Duty you instantly get to hunt terrorists? Wow. Anyway, let's continue on.
No. What? Wait. What the? You know what? Forget it. Forget it.
Alright, back to the Rainbow Dash crappy episode.
I don't think it was that bad, but it wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting taking the military style of it. But, yeah, so pretty much Rainbow Dash is now at pretty much boot camp for the Wonderbolts. And she meets another pony who's pretty much just like Rainbow Dash, except she's even more dangerous thinking.
What's her name
Yeah.
again? I can't remember.
It's something Lightning something?
Lightning
I don't know.
something? Lightning bolt? No, I don't know. Anyway, continue on. We'll get in trouble after this, but not the point.
Well, people can rage at us all we want. All they want.
She was just a side pony. We don't need to worry about it
Yeah, I'm doubtless she'll come up again.
until
because
she comes back and tries to.
She's
forgive
not
Rainbow
as
Dash.
great as Trixie.
Yes, and hopefully we never see Gilda again.
Didn't even get the name right, but she doesn't deserve it.
That's her name, isn't it? Gilda, the Griffin.
Yeah, you said it strange, but
I said Gilda.
whatever.
Anyway, hopefully we never see her again. Anyway, keep going.
And so, yeah, Rainbow Dash is learning to think about more than just being the best, because mostly it's just a competition for her. But then she starts seeing how dangerous it is for every pony else, and then it gets dangerous when her friends almost get killed by a hurricane, tornado type deal.
So, does this mean, hang on, seeing as though it looks like she was actually the winner of this whole boot camp thing, is she now part of the Wonderbolts or not?
I don't know. They haven't given any details. She wasn't really the winner. She was mostly just given more respect, I guess.
I hope that the pony ends up being part of the Wonderbolts.
I was really disappointed that Derpy didn't really show up. I mean, it's based on Pegasus ponies. How could they not put Derpy in there?
Has she been in an episode this season or not?
I've seen her in some background stuff, but they sure don't put her in the spotlight, probably because of how much people freaked out about mentally disabled people.
Anyway, then, cut long story short, she gets her friend kicked out because her friend's too reckless, and then she was gonna go home, and then the Spitfire comes up and blah 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 blah, and then
Just watch the episode.
Yeah, do that. And then
We're terrible at
stuff happens.
reviews. Just watch the episode. God damn it.
we're terrible at reviews from 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, no. Just
Okay.
watch the episode. You guys be the judge of it.
There's this one pony named Applejack who has a very big family because she's a redneck, and
Seriously, you're gonna go with that?
and, what?
That is the stereotypical redneck family, but seriously, did you have to go with that?
Shut up. There's this one pony named Applejack who's a redneck
You don't
and
do
has
it.
You're not letting me do it.
Of course I'm not, because you're terrible at it.
Well, I would be able to do it if I was able to get loud at the moment, wouldn't I? Now shut up and let me go.
It doesn't matter about
Fine, there's
loudness.
this one pony called Applejack who has a very extended family because she's a redneck, and her
Southern.
family is coming to... Shut up. Her family is coming
There's
to
a difference.
town. She's a redneck. Her family is coming
She
to
is
town.
not a redneck.
Fine. There's a southern pony called Applejack whose family is coming to town, and then her Granny Smith was going to make a family reunion, and then Applejack said she wanted to do it, and then Applejack made it, and then her family came, and then the family...
And then,
Shut up. Listen.
and
Let me
then,
go.
if you get
And
that
then-
reference, you are awesome.
Listen.
Talking to
that-
the people out there.
Listen, and then the family union went down the plug hole because Applejack sucks, and then...
That's not, dude. Okay, I'm taking over now. You.
Keep going then.
Okay, Applejack, Apple Family Reunion.
There we go.
Granny Smith is originally gonna plan it like last year, which I'm gonna do on a tangent on that in a second. But then Applejack wants to prove herself and make it and work on herself. She sees all the things that happened before and decides to try and make it even better. Only problem is that she works so hard on making it better, she just makes it not as fun anymore. And then she learns at the end, yeah, you're supposed to think about the memories, not the whole we're the best reunion thingamajig anymore. And that's pretty much my crappy summary. But the thing is, Apple Family Reunion, that was what happened in the very first episode. Very first episode, right? Josh?
This is a question to me.
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes, to you.
Hang on, before we actually go any further with this, did you like the barn song?
The what?
The Raise the Barn song.
It was pretty good. It wasn't, not bad.
I agree. Okay, so, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was the family reunion in the first episode.
So, doesn't that mean that it was also going to be a huge celebration in the town for Celestia?
That was the Summer of Sun celebration, because...
Yes, and
Maybe
it
the
was at the
Apple-
same time as the Apple Family Reunion.
Yeah, but maybe, they said it was a year ago, maybe it was a different time of the year.
What?
They said it was a year ago, so, like, when people say it was a year ago, maybe it happened in August, but they're doing this reunion in September.
No, dude, no. A year ago, when reunions happen once a year, if that, they're not gonna have it. Oh yeah, we had the reunion. They usually do it around the same time, I'm assuming.
Yeah, around
Because
the
it's
same
an annual
time. That
thing.
does not necessarily mean the Summer of Sun celebration. Hear me out here. The Summer of Sun celebration could have been on the Monday in that week, and then the reunion could be on the weekend because everyone has to work.
But then they were still at the same time during the Sun celebration.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Maybe we missed the Sun celebration. Maybe it was a week before. Maybe people had other plans. If you remember correctly, it was just Applejack said that she wanted to do it. Maybe she didn't get everything done in time, and did it, and they had to do it like a week later. It doesn't, because it's a child show. It's a show for like 6-year-old girls. I'm
It's
sure
inconsistent.
That's not the point. So you're
That
actually
is a
going-
huge point.
So you're actually going to get specific here and say that they should have had the Summer of Sun celebration at the
I'm
same
just
time.
saying that there's some
maybe
inconsistencies.
it happened in a different town. If you remember correctly, it said that the other time Ponyville was selected for that year's.
Okay, now you've got a valid argument there. Thank you.
Did you not think of that?
I did not think of that.
So okay, maybe it was in Canterlot or something. Maybe it was in Manhattan. We don't know.
All right, that's a valid excuse or reason. Now we can move on.
Okay. Neither of
move
us
on?
want to talk about this episode.
The Spike episode.
There's this one dragon named Spike, and he
This
has
one
the
dragon.
gems and equestrian.
What the is wrong with you?
I don't know. But seriously, this episode was alright. So, cut the story short, Spike gets pretty much told by Twilight to f off. She's busy. She wants to
No,
read.
she did not.
Shut up. She wants to read books because she's got homework to do. She had nothing for Spike to do. Spike was going to go for a balloon ride. He let the balloon go. He goes into the Everfree Forest. Timberwolves attack him. Applejack saves him. And then he tries to fulfill his dragon code by helping Applejack do jobs around the farm. Go on, Stefan.
And as you can imagine, it come to the hellhole very, very quickly because Spike is so eager to help out with things he's never actually any experience doing. Like, oh yeah, I'll help out with this, ruined. Oh, I'll help out with this, ruined. I'll help out with both of these, both ruined. Hey, can I? No. Oh, but I can no. How about this? Fine, ruined. And this pretty much moves on through every single pony, which pretty much, yeah, it starts ruining with everyone that tries to help out with, especially so it hurts, ruins Rarity's shop and a bunch of other stuff. I think that's really all that other happened with
You
that.
also forgot the part where he asks Twilight, but she's too preoccupied with the stuff.
I was
Celestia.
pissed off at Twilight there. I was sitting there going, why do you have to do that?
Well, I'm
because
sure-
that's just, that gives people who enjoy books like me a bad name because you think, oh, the bookworms are obsessed with books.
No.
Okay, I
See,
enjoy
here's the
reading a
thing.
book, but I'm actually going to pay attention to something important for
Yeah, but
sake.
here's the thing: if you're actually too preoccupied, like for example, back when I was growing up, Mum used to be on the phone and she'll be talking on the phone. She'll say yes to people on the phone, and then I'll go to my friend's place because I thought she was saying yes to me.
Okay, yeah, that does make sense, but come
Or
on,
I'll-
Spike knows better. And Twilight, I'm just pissed at Twilight because come on, she can pay attention to that. I mean, Jesus. I mean, she paid attention to something falling over, but she doesn't listen to someone else talking. I wanted to
Okay.
strangle her.
I'll finish the ending here. Okay, and then now that you're raged enough over Twilight, even though she's your favorite pony, alright,
She's
we
still my
have
favorite
we
pony.
have a scheme going on now between the rest of them. After Applejack goes there and asks for Twilight's help, they fake a Timberwolf attacking, and Spike figures out that it's a fake attacking. Seeing as though that some of the ponies were in the forest, they actually lured real Timberwolves, and then Applejack gets stuck, and then Spike helps her, and then his debt is repaid, so forth and so on. And then the moral of the story was something or other.
I don't know. There hasn't, except for the one with the Apple family reunion, there has not been a single letter to Celestia.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I love the meme that said, "This episode, first letter to Celestia in the season 3" or something funny like that. I don't remember it, but it was funny.
Well, there was one in every single episode up until season 3, wasn't there?
Season 2 finale because it didn't really require one.
Good
Because-
point. Celestia was there.
She was there the whole time.
We also haven't seen the Elements of Harmony yet.
I know. Don't know how. Why didn't they have them into season premiere? I mean, come on.
Because only Cadence could help because she was a Crystal Pony. I mean, the Crystal Princess.
The elements of harmony are the greatest power as we know.
Yes, but here's
And-
the thing. Hold on. Alright, there's no element of love and that in the Elements of Harmony. That's what Cadence represents.
Okay, yeah, that's understandable, and it was interesting bringing out another one. But come on. Oh yeah, you got this really dangerous mission going on. Let's not take the most powerful weapons you have to keep yourself safe.
Yeah, but they had
Plot
scarves. They had
hole.
scarves, and they had a ruined unicorn horn on Shiny
Another
Island.
thing, Josh brought up a good point in his funny review. Oh yeah, and you made fun of me for bringing a bunch of scarves. Yeah, how about sharing them?
I swear that they're just getting us to hate Rarity.
I know, they are really working hard at making her not generous. I mean,
Yeah, I
God,
know. And yet, it'd be funny if, like, next time she tries to use the elements, they don't actually work.
I'm still interested in them expanding more on the evil powers that Twilight and Celestia used.
I'm not too sure if that'll be happening. By the way, is it just you, or is it just me that thinks this, or do they seem to be wrapping up old side stories?
They are doing that indeed.
Or is it just me that possibly thinks this is the last season of Generation 4?
No, they could not be doing that.
They might be because they're wrapping everything up. There's no plot holes.
This
in
is
the
mostly
thing.
just fan
There's
service
yeah,
coming
but hold
in.
on. There's no plot holes in the entire season yet, except for the stupid. I mean, not the stupid. The awesome black magic thing from episode 1. And if Mike and the other people are correct, they could be doing a movie.
Yes.
And wouldn't it be cool? Hear me out here. Wouldn't it be cool if somehow in the movie, because they got exposed to the evil magic, if Celestia and Twilight are the villains of that movie?
That would be actually pretty interesting.
Okay then, let's move on to questions, because we've been going for over an hour and a half.
Yeah. Alright. And now, non-bronies may return to the podcast unless they died from shooting themselves in the head because they are stupid.
I like your way of introducing yourself to that. By the way, can I just quickly say something? That video with you hitting your head on a wall is friggin' hilarious.
Thank you.
I know you're probably not happy with that, but it's friggin' hilarious. I favorited it this morning after I rewatched it.
No, I enjoy doing that. I've had
Did
lots of practice of.
Did you just hit
being
yourself
bored.
once, or did you do it over and over and over? And just
Oh
make
no,
it-
I did it over and over again. You
Do you
can tell
reckon-
my. You could
do you
tell
reckon-
my head angle was changing throughout the video.
Do you reckon actually Josh does that, or do you think he just loops the same one over and over?
Someone copied that, and yes, they just loop it over. I was thinking of just doing it a little and then just looping it, but I can never really get it to a good loop cycle, so I just decided to do the whole thing sped up.
Okay, so in answer to Aquapare from the week before about who would I eat, screw you, that's my answer.
He's still not gonna like it.
I don't give a crap. He can suck my wee wee.
He will probably. I'm not gonna go there.
Okay, but seriously, were you guys? Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We did this last week because we answered these questions last week. So his question
Yes.
was, will we ever do an award show thing, blah 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 blah, for the end of last year? We can't really do that because not all of us are ever present. We need more than the two of us, or else we just get a fan service ourselves.
And we had 3, but he really couldn't help us out much.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. Like, even like Harry doesn't have a headset, and that's why he can't really come on. Because like for the first couple, we were using the same one, and it's annoying. And then
Yes.
Shannon's got his PC broken. I haven't spoken to Jay since the first podcast because he's just been ignoring me, which is sort of annoying. So we're gonna have to at least get 3 or 4 people in to do that. So yes, we will do it just later on.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to do trophies or anything. We'll just do, yeah.
Like anyone would accept. They'd be the crappiest trophies ever.
I'll totally make one. I'll email it to them. You have one, the LPAS award for. Anyway, the lips.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen. We're
The
not
lips.
famous. We're never gonna be famous.
I like. I love your response to him. Number one, Josh is an idiot. Number two, it's hard when we. Yeah, alright, you've actually answered my thing. And then number 3, we need to find our people. Anyway.
We need our people for the people.
Exactly.
The
Okay.
United States and America.
And Australia. Yeah.
No.
But as-
America.
Dude, try to get like some of your friends on here because I can't just rely on my friends.
I tried getting one of my friends and he never replied.
That's not the point. But as I said,
That is my point. Shut up.
I'm sure you have more than one friend. God.
Who would be okay with doing this? I don't know.
Dude, why are you okay with doing this then?
Because I'm me.
That's a good point. Actually, you and me get along very well, surprisingly. Okay,
Yeah.
and then Purple Dildo Man's question, blah 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 blah.
Great
which we answered
username,
last
by the
week.
way.
I know, it's amazing. Also, he submitted a podcast entry to Internet Box. I remember it because it's the one that was the crappy Pokemon intro one that he tried to sing me first. Anyway, I can't remember what episode it is, but why are most of you Let's Players? We answered this last week too, because Let's Plays are fun.
Because that was never going to see the light of day.
Huh?
Moving on.
Alright, well, that's it. That's the only 2 questions we had. Why don't we just, like,
Moving
make up a
on.
question on the spot?
Answer the question.
I did. I said because Let's Plays are fun.
And that's mostly just because that's a common trait most of us seem to have.
Alright, then, hang on. We can come up with a better
Da
question than
freaking
this,
da.
'cause usually our freaking questions have long-ass responses. Give me a second. I'm going to ask them if they come up with a question.
Do 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 do. Do 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 burp 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 music.
Alright, Stefan, I got one.
Okay.
Alright. How's about this? I can come up. I'm pretty sure that I can get somebody else in my house to come up with a better one than this. But what about have any of us come in contact with a deadly animal? Besides a
deadly-
spider, obviously.
A deadly what?
Animal.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure most people in the world have come across black widows.
that's true.
I've come across a wolf spider the size of my fist.
You come across I'm friggin' petrified of spiders. That sounds terrifying.
Wolf spider. It's not very friendly. I don't really know the details, but I'm pretty sure anyone else who does would understand that that's kind of bad. I've come across dangerous people that act like animals, but
Fair enough.
I think my life is pretty boring. I mean,
That's the only
there's-
besides spiders, the only thing I could really come up with was I've come across a few snakes.
I've come across some snakes, but they're mostly gardener snakes, so nothing really dangerous.
I've come across back a while ago, I come across the third most deadliest snake in the world, just walking.
Awesome.
Actually, on the subject of snakes, this is a little bit of a tangent here. About a month ago, this kid was out in his garden and he found eggs. You can see where this is going, can't you? He picked them up and he put them in a Tupperware container and he stabbed holes in the roof. About a week ago, his mother walked into the room and heard rustling in his cupboard. She opened it up and she found 7 baby eastern brown snakes, and the eastern brown's the third or fifth most venomous snake in the world in this in a
Jesus.
3-year-old's cupboard.
Wow. Yeah. Children, I know they are innocents because they really don't know anything, but god damn.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, hey,
that's
whoa.
petrifying.
That's interesting.
What is?
Apparently, the next episode for MLP is called "Keep Calm and Flutter On." That's actually from a World War II British propaganda poster. Keep calm and carry on. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
And we were just talking about World War II earlier.
Yeah, all right. I've got to ask another, actually, sort of relevant question for the time of year. The sort of relevant question I got asked by someone else in my house is, what is the best Christmas present you've ever received?
Sweet. Well, I'm trying not to say this chair, but it's really hard to think of something better. My PlayStation 2. My PlayStation 2. My very first console game system that I owned. And that pretty much got me into being a gamer, because before I'd played the Super NES and my Game Boy, never really got into them. But the PlayStation 2, that was a great present, and we didn't even know about it till the end of Christmas because they hid it under the couch, and I just happened to fall underneath, and my arm went underneath it, and I felt the box. I'm all, what's this? I pull it out, another present. I'm all, holy crap, we missed a present. We tore that open, and there was the PlayStation 2 with 3 games. I think Star Wars Battlefront,
1 or 2.
Ed and Eddie game, because I was really into Ed and Eddie when
1
I
or
was a
2.
kid.
Battlefront 1 or 2.
2.
Good game. Best game
Yes,
ever.
great game.
Battlefront 2.
And I think Madden for my dad.
Okay, so I'm going to go here and say the best present I've ever received for Christmas would either be my Game Boy Color that came with Pokemon Yellow, or my PlayStation 2, to agree with you. I think I'm going to go with the Game Boy Color because Pokemon Yellow was awesome.
It is a fun game. I have played it. It was alright.
So we'll count those as our 2 questions from random people in my house.
Yes. Thank
Alright.
you, random people who can't hear me.
Okay then. Well, let's wrap this up. Do you want to do house?
Aw.
We've been going for an hour and 48 minutes.
I know. We really do need to wrap up.
Do you want me to is this going to be our longest podcast, or is this going to be our second longest?
No, this is probably the longest.
Hold on, I'll check.
At least the longest continuous.
That's it. Well, I think this is the longest with the 2. Yeah, this is the longest by far, and it's just the 2 of us.
Man, we just
That's-
won't shut up. We just keep going and 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 going.
Dude, this is the longest, and the only one that comes semi close to this is the first one, and this is just us 2 talking.
I know, it's insane.
Anyway, so let's wrap this up. Do you want to do house cleaning, or do you want me to do house cleaning?
Wait, what?
The Twitter, YouTube thing.
No,
Want me to do
I'm not
it?
even gonna bother.
Want me to do it?
Fine.
Alright, subscribe, like our videos. We are on YouTube at,
La,
obviously
la,
here
la,
you've seen it. We are on Twitter and we are on YouPorn. And with that, I am out, so bye.
Bye.